Welcome everybody to the first qualifying race for the Halloween 2019 offline race. We have two qualifying races for you tonight. First off, if you're new, if you have not been in one of these races before that I'm hosting, if you don't have a lot of time or if you want to skip through caution flags and such like that, any boring parts, look in the description below or the comments, and there's timestamps. I like adding the timestamps just because nobody likes to watch caution flags. They're boring. I mean, some people I guess might. It's a good chance to go and take a break and maybe get some snacks or something, use the restroom. But check down there, you'll see the timestamps. I am going to talk for probably a couple minutes, so the cars are in practice right now. Here's the entry list of the first qualifying race. Couple drivers are in the All-Star Offline League that I run, so that's awesome. I kind of already know them, but there's a lot of new names, a lot of new faces here, and I'm not too familiar with a lot of these names. So first off, if I butcher some names, I'm really sorry. Just let me know in the comments if I said something wrong and if you want it said a different way, and I will do my best. So hopefully by the last chance qualifier and the main race, I have all the names remembered and whatnot, so we'll see. The first qualifying race, actually both qualifying races tonight, 30 laps, 16 cars in each race. The top 6 cars qualify for the main race, so that's going to mean 24 drivers altogether after all 4 qualifying races are done. And then I believe from there it is 39 drivers that go to the last chance qualifier. The top 20 in that race will, top 16, my bad. Top 16 cars from the last chance qualifier advance to the final race. The last chance qualifier is on October 18th. That's a Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be live streamed on Twitch. I don't know if I can live stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. If I can, then I will. If not, it's going to be live on Twitch, and then I'm going to post it here on YouTube. The main race is going to be October 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That is a Saturday. It's the day after the last chance race. Try to get both races on the weekends just because a lot of people, I guess, have more time on the weekends, or they'll go, like, I guess some people go to work later on the weekends or don't have work at all on the weekends. So hopefully everybody can watch the race. That would be awesome. If you are not in the All-Star Offline Racing Series, hopefully you want to join the next series that we do. We're going to have trucks, Busch Series, and Cup Cars. 3 series. It's going to be fun. We still have like another month or month and a half on the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Once that's over, we're changing quite a bit. We're going to make the schedules a little bit shorter. And yeah, so another thing real quick. I just want to say thank you to everybody that has joined the All-Star Offline Racing Series, or this race also. From doing all of this stuff, I'm up to 150 subscribers, so I'm just going to say this is like the 150 subscriber special. So, thank you, everybody. It means a whole lot to me. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much longer, so 2 more things. If you can, if you have an Instagram account, please follow me on there. It's the exact same thing as my YouTube account, which is 123456789 Colton. That's an easy way to contact me, and I can contact you. We can talk back and forth. The main reason is if you win a prize or something from this race, you probably don't want to post your personal information on a YouTube video in like the comments, which I understand. So Instagram is probably the preferred way to contact each other. So if you go ahead and add me on there. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitch, it is 123456789 Colton YT, and you'll need to follow me or at least know the Twitch link. That way you can watch the race live. I will be posting that in the comments. Another thing, real quick, and I've been, I guess, trying not to say this at all during any of the All-Star Offline Racing Series races or this, which is why I'm saving this for last. So, when I first started doing this stuff on YouTube back in, I think June's when I restarted my YouTube account, My main focus at that time was trying to make money, but as I started doing these offline league races, I kind of got, I don't know, more comfortable with it, and I really like doing them, and now it's kind of like a hobby of mine. I'm doing it for fun now just because I love doing these. I think there's so much fun to record and commentate and all that, and see you guys comment on these videos and enjoy the races. I don't know, it just makes me really happy to be able to do this kind of stuff. So, and my girlfriend kind of said the same thing. She's like, you need to be doing this because you like doing it and because you enjoy it and everything, and she's absolutely right, and I do enjoy it and I do love it, and I'm hoping that this does not go anywhere. Um, I hope it doesn't leave. I hope we all stay here and continue to grow the amount of people in these races and the leagues. That would be incredible. With that being said, oh my gosh, as I'm losing my voice already, the the last chance qualifying race and the main race, I unfortunately have to take off work for those races, so sometimes I have to take off work to do some video work. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And so, like, that kind of stinks to have to do that. So, we are accepting donations, and I know that might be frowned upon, and I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm not saying anybody has to donate. I honestly don't know if anybody even will. I'm not going to be mad if you don't donate, but if you do want to donate even a couple dollars, $1, 25 cents, whatever you want to do, the PayPal me link is in the description below, and I'm probably going to put it in most of the videos from now on. But like I said, I'm doing this for fun, but the donations definitely help, and they help get prizes together. I'm hoping one day we can get like trophies and stuff for the top 10 or however many positions, and that stuff helps with that. So anyway, sorry about talking for 7 minutes. I didn't realize I was talking that long. So let's go ahead and get the first qualifying race underway. We are not going to qualify. The qualifying races are just going to be completely random. You see here the practice times, pretty close. So we're just going to go right to the race, like I said, no qualifying. The first 3 qualifying races have 16 drivers. The last one has 15. Top 6 in each race qualify to the main race. Alright, let's go through the field here. So we have the number 1 of Dylan Ebrahiman. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. You start out front. The 41 of Tyrell Resner is second. He's in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. We've got the 04 of Stephen Pollard III. He's in the All-Star Offline Racing Series, currently fighting for a points championship. We've got the 44 of Elliott Jackson. We've got the 99 of Keith Burton. The 30 of Ron Jackson. Don't know if there's any relationship there between Ron and Elliott. They might be related somehow. We have the 15 of Hunter Blade. We have the 54 of Aisha Pitts. The 75 of Robert Pollard. The 09 of Cody Rhodes, also in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Same with that 15 and that 17. They're in that series as well. Aaron Jackson, number 37. The 17, Alexander Jones. The 29, Jacob Britt. The 12 of Samet Oskin. All 3 of those drivers are in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. We've got the 9 of Ben Weeby and the 16 of Muhammad Abdullah. So that is the top 16 cars that are in the first qualifying race. We're going to go ahead and simulate this time since I kind of talked for a very long time at the beginning. There we go.
Drivers, start your engines.
So the field did get the command to start their engines, and we are underway with pace laps. Gonna start this race here momentarily. 30 laps is the distance. The top 16 qualify. All the cars made it without any mechanical issues. I've seen a lot of those lately in the All-Star Offline League. So I always try to look out for that and make sure everybody can get through the pace laps without any issues. Everyone does, so that is a really good thing. So the number 1 of Dylan Ebrahiman leading the field down to the green flag, 30 laps the distance. And we are underway here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. That 41 Tyrell Resner, so far he got a huge jump on that start. And he is side by side with the leader, the one of Dylan Abrahamson. 3 wide already further in the back here. The 99 of Keith Burton right in the middle of the 3 wide action. 3 wide can work at this track, but off of turn number 4 it is a little difficult there. Gonna see a lot of beating and banging, I think. 3 wide still. Look at that 0-4 of Stephen Pollard III trying to get the lead. The 15 of Hunter Blade as well. It's looking like a super speedway race now. The first 2 rows, 3 wide. We have 30 laps, and they are racing like crazy already. There's some contact between Hunter Blade and Stephen Pollard. That number 1 of Dylan Abrahamson is, I thought he was into the side of the 0-4, the 0-4. Luckily, no crash, no contact either. The 1 and the 99, they made a little bit of contact. A lot of drivers behind him, just two wide, double 5. Oh gosh, they are racing so close. That 0-4 and the 1, Stephen Pollard, Dylan Abrahamson, they are bouncing off of each other. The 15 of Hunter Blade, he has the race lead right now. Here comes that 75 of Robert Pollard. He has the inside line. Seems like the inside line pretty quick, but the cars kind of wash up the track, and they lose some ground. That 99 trying to make his way through the middle. I don't know if he will or not. Now look at the 37 of Aaron Jacks. He is trying to get the lead now. 3 wide for the lead in turn number 3. We're only on lap number 4. Completing lap number 4 this time. There's a crash! The 75, the 15, the 99. I think that's all that was in that wreck. The 15 of Hunter Blade. The 75. Was there? Oh, okay. I thought there was another crash, but no. 75 of Robert Pollard. Unfortunate for him. And I think his night is done. He will have to go to the last chance qualifying race. Hunter Blade doesn't look like he has a lot of damage to his car. Try to see when he comes around here, maybe turn 3 and 4. The 99, he's on the apron. I don't know if he has an issue. So the 15 of Hunter Blade, he does have some damage. I think he might be alright. That 99, oh yeah, the 99 has some damage too. I think he was involved in that crash. Doesn't look like anyone's going to come down pit road though. So the 37 of Aaron Jacks, currently the race leader. Jacob Britt is second. Third is that 9 of Ben Weeby. Fourth is the 16 of Muhammad Abdullah. Fifth place, the 0-4 of Stephen Pollard, third. And I believe, the 75 of Robert Pollard did retire from the race. Unfortunate for him, early on in this race too. So while we're under caution, let's go back and look at what happened. Obviously, we saw some contact out of turn number 4. Like we said, 3 wide works for most of the track, but when you are in turn 4, exiting turn 4, that was almost actually 4 wide, but when you're almost exiting turn 4, that does not work out too well. See, Robert, a lot of damage on that car. Let's watch again. Let's watch slow motion here. That 29 of Jacob Britt tried to get past that 37. The 37 went up the track. And then you see a hard hit there, and the 99 was also involved. He did hit the wall. That's where he got his damage. So, unfortunate. First caution of the day. I think we're going to have a pretty exciting event altogether. Right here, the 37 was the track. The 75 had nowhere to go, and unfortunately, the 99 did not either. He does have some damage. You see right there, his hood is up, but oh, we've got an issue on the track. The 9 of Ben Weeby. I don't know what happened. I think he just might have blown up or something. He's on the bottom of the track on the apron. Actually in the grass now. Unfortunate for Ben Weeby. He was in 3rd. Or 2nd, I actually think. He was in 2nd. So Ben Weeby's night is going to come to an end, I think. Now, no more smoke on his car. Have to see if he can fire that car back up. I think he is... He's at 22 miles an hour. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. I don't know what's going on with his car. He is losing speed. Actually, that was the third place car. Ben Weeby was. Unfortunate. So, Robert Pollard, Ben Weeby, both having issues here at Lowe's early on, not even halfway in this race yet. So both of those drivers are going to have to go to the last chance qualifier race. Remember, the top 6 cars qualify into the main event. The rest of the drivers go to the last chance qualifier. Top 16 in that race will qualify. That 9 is on pit road, so he did stop on the track. I'm surprised that 15 and who was that? The 15 and the 99 did not come down pit road. Have to see if their cars are going to be able to stay up to speed. A lot of stuff happening already in the first qualifying race. So, pace lights are off. We're going to go green flag on lap number 9. That is the next time around. That 37 of Aaron Jack is currently the race leader. Jacob Britt, Muhammad Abdullah, Stephen Pollard III, Samet Ozkin, and Dylan Ebraheimen are the top 6. They are the cars in the transfer spots so far. Outside of that transfer spot, we've got Tyrell Resner, Keith Burton, Alexander Jones, Aisha Pitts. Who else? We've got Elliott Jackson, Ron Jackson. We've got Cody Rhodes, Hunter Blade. They are all out of the transfer spot. The 9 of Ben Weeby and the 75 of Robert Pollard, I believe, are out of the race. Ben's still on pit road. His only hope right now is to have a big crash happen, and hopefully he can get back in the race and then maybe pick up some spots. But he's going to need a lot of cars to wreck. He is a lap down. He'll be 2 laps down this time by if he can get back out on the track. It is still saying he's in the race. He's not out yet. So we will see what happens. We'll have to follow up with that in just a little bit. Meanwhile, the pace car down on the pit road. The 37 of Aaron Jack's going to restart this race. Lap number 9. Just over 20 laps to go in the first qualifying race. So green flag back in the air. That 37 car got a huge launch over, over the 29. That 16 car in third. There's that 12 of Samanowski trying to pass Stephen Pollard III. Battle for second here. The leader is really far ahead right now. He got a great restart. Now that number 16 of Muhammad Abdullah, he is second. Here comes the 12 of Samet Ozkin. The 29 Jacob Britt on the outside. He is going to lose a few positions. They're 3 wide again out of turn number 4. It's like that crash didn't even happen. 15 of Hunter Blade probably should have came down pit road. He is slow on the track. I didn't see that 9 car in pit road. Yep, the 9 of Ben Weeby, his night is over. He retires with header issues. So 14 cars left in this race. The top 6 advance to the main event. Look at that 12 of Samet Ozkin. I think he's going to try to take the lead here out of turn number 4. They're racing really close here. That 99 to 15 both damaged. They are a little bit off the pace. The 99 falls to the back of the field. The 15, he is just out of the draft just by a little bit. That 37 car still holding the lead. Samet Ozkin went up to the high side. Now he is getting passed. Here comes the 04 of Stephen Pollard III. What about that 1 of Dylan Ebraheimen? The 37 Aaron Jack's going to fall back to second place, possibly third. So Stephen Pollard III now. He has the lead momentarily because I think he is going to get passed here. Turn number 1. That number 1 car gets the lead. Here comes the 29 of Jacob Britt. The 37 and the 04 almost made some contact there. Alpha turn number 2. They're racing 3 wide yet again. So that number 1 and the 29 first and second. 41 Tyrell Resner. That lap had the final transfer spot just by a little bit over that 12 of Samet Ozkin. There's some crash, a big crash. Well, maybe not a big crash. There is a crash though to 29 Jacob Britt, Stephen Pollard involved as well. I thought that was going to be a lot bigger than what it was, but it was not. So now the top 6 again changes dramatically. So the race back to the line. I don't think anyone's going to be out of the race. Unfortunately, Jacob Britt has a lot of damage to the back of his car. The 04 Stephen Pollard, he was in that wreck. I don't think he has a lot of damage in that race car. Oh, I thought there was a wreck under the pace lap, or the caution lap. So Dylan Eberheim, where he started out front, he is back out front, first place. Aisha Pitts is second. Third, Tyrell Resner. Fourth, Ron Jackson. Fifth is Elliott Jackson. And sixth is the 09 of Cody Rhodes. Those are your top 6 drivers. They are all in the main race. I don't think anyone's going to pit. The 29, he is on pit road. Other than that, everyone else stays out. The 2 damaged cars, the 99 and the 15, I think they're hoping for more wrecks. Let's go back and look at the wreck. Stephen Pollard does have a lot of damage. You see here, he was on top, 3 wide, and they almost made contact before that, but the 37 spun that 29 around. Stephen Pollard, like we said, did get a little bit of damage. Have to see what exactly started that. I don't know who made contact initially. Looked like maybe the 04 or the 37, but that 04 did a great job to check up once that 29 hit the wall. Everyone else did a great job not to hit these drivers that were wrecking into the wall. Thought they were going to be able to save it, but they did not. So again, slow motion. Looks like the 04 came down. The 37 went down lower, so he wouldn't hit the 04, and the 37 made contact with that 29. Let's go through and watch on board with the 17 of Alexander Jones, see what he saw through this crash. I'll tell you what, the 16 car, I'm going to check his view out because he almost was in that wreck. A little bit of contact between that 37 and that 54. That's what started that wreck. So I see the 29 of Jacob Britt is back in this race. He does have a lot of damage to his race car. So we are starting to, I guess you could say, thin the field out. That 29, Jacob Britt, he is 1 lap down. So look at Hunter Blade, up in 12th position. He only needs 6 more spots. That 99 of, oh my gosh, who is that? The 99 of Keith Burton in 11th position. Both of those drivers have damaged race cars. They're up near the top 6. We are now just over halfway in this qualifying race. 2 cautions already. I believe the last chance qualifying race and the main race are going to be quite chaotic. Qualifying race is already having a lot of action. The 9, the 75, both out of the race. The 29 is a lap down. I think Jacob Britt is more than likely going to have to go to the qualifying, or the last chance qualifying race. He is a lap down. It's going to be just about impossible to get his lap back, but we've seen a lot happen already. I wouldn't count out another caution. I think we're going to have another caution here. Question is, when will it happen? If we have another caution, will we have a restart? So Dylan Eberheim is the race leader, that number 1 car. By the way, a shout out to Splash and Go Graphics because they have created such a really cool mod. This is the Cup 03 mod. We've waited for a very long time for a good Cup car mod. We finally have it. These cars are so cool. I love the damage on them. The look of the cars look pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the, I think it's the NASCAR Nextel 07 mod. Kind of reminds me of that. So we have 1 more lap until green flag. It's going to be 13 laps to go at the start-finish line. How slow is that 29 car going to be? He does have damage. Is he going to split some of these cars up into different groups? Or can everybody get by him without any issues? stay tuned after this. If you want to watch the second qualifying race, you can. If you're watching this and you're not in the first qualifying race, well, you might be in the second qualifying race. Remember the first 2 qualifying races, 16 cars in each race. The third qualifying race has 16 cars as well, and in the fourth qualifying race, only 15 cars. That makes up 63 drivers. 24 drivers from the qualifying races advance to the main race. The rest of the drivers have to go to the last chance qualifier. So Dylan Eberheimen gets the restart. He has the green flag. He will restart this race. That 29 car might be pretty slow. Gonna watch the 29 for now and see who all can get by him. That 09's 6th place. Here he goes. He gets past him. That 37 to 12, they're gonna be stuck behind the 29 momentarily. This could create a big stack up back here. Actually, the top 6 cars now, they just got away from the rest of these cars. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to catch the top 6. 29 of Jacob Britt now on the outside, getting passed by some of these drivers. Meanwhile, there was a lead change up near the front of the field. Let's go up here and check it out. That 54, Aisha Pitts, is the race leader now. Top 6 cars are separated from the rest of the field. You see back there, Sam Odoskin, he is 7th place. This race goes green flag. I don't know if that 12 or anybody else can get up here and catch these top 6 drivers. Looks like the 12 was a little bit faster than the front group here. So Aisha Pitts out front, Ron Jackson 2nd, Dylan Eberheimen falls back to 3rd, Tyrell Resner 4th. 5th place, Elliott Jackson, and 6th is Cody Rhodes. They are your top 6 so far, and they are qualifying their way into the main race at the moment. So we have 10 laps to go here at Lowe's. I thought that 29 was going to be pretty slow, and he is. Sam Odoskin, he is catching these cars rather, not really quickly, but ever so slightly. Hunter Blade back there in 8th place. Look at Ron Jackson now trying to take the lead away from that 54 of Aisha Pitts. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but yeah, here comes the number 1 again of Dylan Eberheimen, trying to get the lead away as well. Ron Jackson goes down low, tries to block 3 wide momentarily for the lead. Ron Jackson does get the lead. I don't know if that pack group is going to be able to catch these drivers or not. That number 1 trying to get the lead now. Here comes the 41. They are racing really close. Imagine if one of these drivers up here makes a mistake, wrecks, and then some of the drivers in this second group can make it into the main race. That would be pretty wild. We've seen a pretty wild race already. 3 wide for 2nd. 54 Aisha Pitts trying to go through the middle. The 1 of Dylan Eberheimen is back out front. He is the race leader. We've got 3 wide back here. They're bumping into each other. Ron Jackson hits the wall. Ron Jackson just made contact. The 54 of Aisha Pitts hit Ron Jackson, and now he is slow and he is off the pace. That was a pretty hard hit. Now the 12 of Sam Odoskin going to try to attack and pass that 30 car. Aisha Pitts running in 3rd. She was being really aggressive and made some contact with that 30. They were 3 wide. But this could be tragic for the 30 of Ron Jackson. He is starting to fall away from this front pack, starting to drop back. That 12 of Sam Odoskin is right there. He is looking to take a position away. Ron Jackson holding on, but he is damaged. I don't think he's going to be too much of a factor. This time by 5 laps to go. And if anybody can get up here, it's going to be that 12 of Sam Odoskin. Everybody else, pretty slow. Not really slow, but they're not really able to catch any of these front runners. Thought I saw a car in pit road, but I did not, so that's good. So number 1, Dylan Eberheimen, still the race leader. Aisha Pitts 2nd. She's going to try to take the lead away on the bottom of turn 3 and 4. She's been really aggressive this race and proves it by putting that 30 in the wall. Now she has the lead going into turn number 1. 30 of Ron Jackson still with this group. I don't think his damage is too terrible, but here comes that 12 of Sam Oskin. If he can get past Ron Jackson, that is going to probably take Ron out of the qualifying, or out of the top 6 for the qualifying race. He's trying to get underneath that 44, trying to take a position away. Meanwhile, in the back, those cars are single file back here. The 16 of Muhammad Abdullah, he's going to have to go to the qualifying race unless something up here happens. This time by, we're going to have 2 laps to go. Aisha Pitts, the 54, she is the race leader. Tyrell Resner, second. Third, Dylan Ebrahimon. Look at the 09 of Cody Rhodes trying to take third place away. And the 12 of Samad Oskin, he is now in 6th place. The 44 of Elliott Jackson falls back to 7th. So 7 cars up here now battling for the top 6 positions. That 54 car looks like she might run away with this. She is probably going to get the win, it looks like. The 41 Tyrell Resner, happy to be in the top 2, maybe now top 3. Back here, Samad Oskin, he is coming through the field, trying to get a top 5 position. Ron Jackson on the outside, that's not really where you want to be. That 44 now, Elliott Jackson going to try to get past Ron Jackson. The 54 of Aisha Pitts does take the white flag. She is still out front. Ron Jackson gets past. Now he drops back to 7th. Out of turn number 4 one last time. Aisha Pitts at 54. She is going to win the first qualifying race. The 44 does get past Ron Jackson. So Elliott Jackson qualifies in the final transfer position. Actually, no, it's Tyrell Resner. He fell back to 6th. Unfortunate for Ron Jackson. He had a great car. If he was not put in the wall, I think he would have qualified his way in, but a damaged race car. So, wow, that was a very interesting qualifying race. I think we know what to expect now. That 54, Aisha Pitts, very aggressive in that race, and she will qualify her way in with a victory here in the first qualifying event. Dylan Ebrahimon, the pole sitter, he finishes 2nd. Cody Rhodes 3rd. Samad Oskin 4th. Elliott Jackson 5th. Tyrell Resner 6th. Those top 6 drivers qualify to the main race. 7th place through 16th now, going to the last chance qualifier. So that was the first qualifying race. Stay tuned. We will have the second qualifying race up here in just a few moments. We will see you guys after a short break. And welcome back to Lowe's Motor Speedway. We are going to start the second qualifying race. Again, we're not going to qualify the cars. We're just going to go right to the race. It's a pretty wild first qualifying race. See what's different in this race. So we've got the 07 of Henderson Johnson. He is starting first. Tim Hoffman 2nd. Tim is in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. We've got the 39 of Evelyn Jacks. The 11 of Laura Lee Wiebe. The 4 of Lindsay Hancock. We've got the 81 of Skylar Rocha and the 14 of Sarah Rocha. They are both in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Sarah is currently the points leader in that series. The 90 of Eric Monaco. We've got the 33 of Callie Hancock. We've got the 97 of Alex Seufert. We've got the 19 of Ash Britt. The 23 of Tim Zimmer. Also in the All-Star Offline Racing Series, battling for the points lead, along with that 14. We've got the 49 of Alvin Britt. The 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne, also in that Offline Racing Series. Same with that 74 of Logan York. And we've got the 20 of Austin Spencer. 74 of Logan York, making a little bit of history, I guess, being the first repeat winner in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Oops. I was hoping to get the command to stop. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Let's just get started with this race. Second qualifying race. Now, one thing I do want to point out for the qualifying races, we are just on a regular offline race, but for the last chance qualifier and the main race, we are going to be on an offline server. That's going to allow us to throw any cautions if we need to, if a caution flag does not come out. So the 07 of Henderson Johnson going to lead the field to the green flag. Gets a pretty good jump over Tim Hoffman. We saw the first qualifying race. The outside line was just a little bit ahead of first place in turn number 1. on the start of the race, but that's not the case. Here comes that 39 car of Evelyn Jacks. She's on the bottom. She's going to try to take the lead away on lap number 1. What about that number 4 of Lindsay Hancock? And the 14 Sarah Rocha. Sarah's got Callie Hancock behind her. These female drivers are lined up on the bottom. Aisha Pitts, female driver, won the first race. She was a very aggressive and very strong driver in that first race. She qualifies into the main race. Now the 4 of Lindsay Hancock has the lead. 39 Evelyn Jack second. Sarah Rocha trying to take third place away. And here comes the 33 of Callie Hancock. So top 4 drivers right now, female racers. Looks like they might be pretty strong in this qualifying race and maybe even this entire event. That 39 car going to fall back just a little bit. The 14 Sarah Rocha is in second place now. Here comes the 33 of Callie Hancock. Lindsay Hancock still leading this race. Double file. I think we might get a little further than we did in the first race without a caution. They're just double file for the most part. First 2 cars single file. Here comes that 19 of Ashford on the bottom, that red number 19 car. Trying to take a position away, but that outside line looking kind of quick right now. I don't know if they can hold on to their positions if they stay on the outside line, but it is looking pretty quick. Here comes the 33 now of Callie Hancock for second, trying to take a position away over that 14 of Sarah Rocha. The 39 Evelyn Jacks trying to get in on the action. She wants to take a position or 2 away. Sarah Rocha now on the outside. She is going to fall back. That extreme high line all up against the wall. That is a pretty slow line. It looks like. Double file, it's not too bad, but look at that 49 car of Alvin Britt taking a position away from the 14 and possibly the 19 all in one turn. 4 of Lindsay Hancock, still the race leader. We've got the 39 Evelyn Jackson, the 33 Callie Hancock, the top 3. Here comes that 49 car again, trying to take another position away, trying to take third place. Sarah Rocha back in 5th. There's a battle for the final transfer spot. That's the 07 now getting that final spot over the 19. The 07, Henderson Johnson, started first. Here comes the 74 of Logan York. 14 Sarah Rocha falling back. We have went a little bit further than we did on the first race without a crash. I'm surprised these cars, they're racing crazy close to each other, and they're able to do it without wrecking. 14 Sarah Rocha, the 19 of Ash Britt. I thought they were going to make some contact on turn number 4, but they don't. That 4 car has been out in front for the last few laps. Lindsay Hancock looking very strong right now. 3 wide back here. There's some contact. Beating and banging off of each other. Tim Hoffman, Ash Britt, and Sarah Rocha. Off of turn number 2, they were making some contact. Everybody alright though. Nobody wrecks or hits the wall. This has been an impressive race so far. We have a battle for the lead up front. Here comes that 39 of Evelyn Jacks. She's trying to take the lead, and I think she will complete the pass. At 4 of Lindsay Hancock, she has been very strong. The 33 now of Callie Hancock on the outside. She's trying to do something up front here. Here's the 07 of Henderson Johnson. Right now, that 20 of Austin Spencer has the final transfer spot back here, the number 20. The 49 car of Alvin Britt right behind him. First qualifying race, we saw Jacob Britt, who I believe is Alvin's brother, I think. He was involved in a crash. Now we have 3 wide off of turn number 4. Oh, the 474 almost made some contact. Here comes this 07 of Henderson Johnson trying to take the lead away. Oh, they're so close here. In turn number 1, they do make contact. The 4 of Lindsay Hancock up in the wall, and there's a crash. The 4 Lindsay Hancock around. And that did not throw a caution, but that will. Sarah Rocha into the wall. The 97 of Alex Seifert. First caution of the day. We're close to halfway in this race. Oh, 20, I think, Boston Spencer. No, wait. The 4 of Lindsay Hancock. My bad. Lindsay Hancock, Sarah Rocha, and Alex Seufert, all involved in that wreck. And I believe those 3 drivers' days or nights gonna be done. That was a huge crash. Started off at turn 2, and I think it ended in turn 3. I don't know if anyone's gonna come down pit road. Doesn't look like it. 30 laps, not too long of a race here. You don't really want to be in the back of the field in these races, that is for sure. So the 07 of Henderson Johnson out front. So let's go back. Let's look from the 4 of Lindsay Hancock. She has been, well, she was a dominant car in this race. They were 3 wide entering the turn number 1, really close to each other, and Callie just went up a little bit, hit Lindsay, and then the 49 spun her around, and she hit the wall. And you see up here, the 14, Sarah Roach, on the bottom of the track, and she got hit by that 97 car. There was just nowhere to go. And I think Lindsay Hancock, I think, yeah, she just, oh my gosh, she had nowhere to go, and she plowed into that 14 of Sarah Rocha. Sarah, unfortunate for her car, a very damaged race car there. I believe those 3 cars are going to be out of the race. But yeah, you see, Sarah was actually running last. She made it through that crash without any issue, but she was on the apron when she came up the track. The 97 was there, and he couldn't check up, and that sent them both hard into the wall. The 4 had nowhere to go. She was on the apron as well. Like I said, plowed into that 14. So unfortunate for those 3 drivers. They are going to have to go to the qualifying race. Well, the last chance qualifying race. 13 drivers are left in this qualifying race. First caution almost at the halfway point. Had a great green flag run. The 07 started out front, and there he is again, out front. So the top 6 cars, Henderson Johnson. We've got the 39 of Evelyn Jacks, the 74 Logan York, the 20 of Austin Spencer, the 33 of Callie Hancock, and the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Those are the top 6 drivers right now. They are currently going to qualify into the main race. We've got the 23 Tim Zimmer, Skylar Rocha, the 81, the 40 of Tim Hoffman, the 19 Ash Britt, the 11 of Laura Lee Wiebe. We have got the 90 of Erica Monaco, and the 49 of Alvin Britt. They are trying to work their way into the top 6. We should be going back to green flag at the halfway mark in this race. A lot of stuff already happening in the first 2 qualifying races. First caution of the day, taking out the 97 of Alex Seufert, the 14 Sarah Rocha, and the 4 of Lindsay Hancock. Lindsay had a very dominant car early on, leading multiple laps. We saw in the first race the lead changed quite a bit, but that 4 car was able to hold the lead and lead for the majority of the opening laps. Now 13 drivers are left. 6 drivers make it in. 7 drivers have to go to the last chance race. That's of the drivers that are still in this race. The 3 cars out are in the last chance race. Green flag next time by. It will be the halfway point of this race. '07 Henderson Johnson, one of many newer drivers in this race. Like I said before, hopefully everybody that is in this Halloween race, hopefully you guys have fun, and hopefully you want to join the All-Star Offline Racing League. We should be done in about a month or so after the Halloween event, after the main one. So out of turn number 4, the pace car is going to drop down into pit road. The 07 of Henderson Johnson is going to restart this race. See if he can get a good jump on second place. Evelyn Jacks at restart. Top 3 cars actually get a really good start. I don't think any of these drivers have any damage on their cars, so they all should be able to catch up to these top 3. But the top 3 cars right now they made a small gap over 4th place of Austin Spencer. Here comes that 74 of Logan York for 2nd. Evelyn Jacks, that 39 car, she falls back to 3rd. Logan, I think, going to try to take the lead away. They're side by side for the lead, coming across the start-finish line, lap 17 out of 30. The 74 Logan York, currently now the race leader. Here comes that 39 of Evelyn Jacks. Going to try to take the lead away from the 74. He just got the lead. What about that 33 of Callie Hancock? She's on the bottom. I've seen some of these female racers be very aggressive tonight, and she is doing just that. She's on the inside. Well, she was of that 39 car. 39 of Evelyn Jacks now taking the lead away from Logan York. Here comes Callie Hancock. 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. He's going to try to take 3rd place away. I was a little skeptical at the beginning of all of this, of picking this track for this race, but I think it might have been a pretty good choice. We're seeing a lot of great racing, a lot of passing here. That 11 car of Laura Lee Wiebe on the inside. There's almost some contact between Logan York and Evelyn Jacks. 3 wide now for 2nd. It's going to stack the field up a little bit. Here comes the 81 of Skylar Rocha. Evelyn Jacks on the outside. She's going to get passed again. 3 wide for 2nd, then 3 wide right behind them. I think there's something big brewing here. The 33 Callie Hancock out front. She wants to see all this racing behind her. 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne somehow getting past all of that. He is in 2nd. 3rd is Skylar Rocha. Then a battle for 4th. Look at the 11 of Laura Lee Wiebe trying to get past Skylar for 3rd. Right now that 19 and the 07 are battling for the final transfer spot. They're side by side in turn number 1. We have 10 laps to go here in the 2nd qualifying race. That 33 car now, very impressive. She is pulling away slightly over the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Skylar Rocha falling back a little bit. 3 wide back here. Sixth place driver, Skylar Rocha, but he is falling back a little bit further now. The 07 has the final transfer spot. Now the 23 of Tim Zimmer trying to take that spot. Callie Hancock out front. The 11 of Laura Lee Wiebe is 2nd. Battle for 3rd. Here comes the 19 of Ash Britt trying to take 3rd from Logan York in that 74. Been a really good qualifying race. We saw quite the eventful race for the first qualifying event. This one has been a lot of green flag racing, a lot of good racing at that. At 33, Callie Hancock right now, she is looking good. She is in 1st place. Nobody's been able to really break away from the pack. Here's a battle for the lead now. The 11, Laura Lee Wiebe, trying to take the lead away from Callie Hancock, and I think she is going to do just that. 6th place is that 23, now the 74 of Logan York. That 07 of Henderson Johnson trying to work his way into the top 6. 6 more laps to go here at Lowe's. 2nd qualifying race of the night. The 11 Laura Lee Wiebe now, she is out front. She has a small lead over 2nd place. Here comes that 90 of Eric Monaco. They almost make some contact in turn 3. Haven't seen a lot of 3 wide racing after that wreck. A lot of double file racing. A lot of really good racing though, regardless. So 5 laps to go here at Lowe's. Who is going to make it into the main race? Remember, everybody else outside of the top 6 has to go to the last chance qualifying race. The 11, Laura Lee Wiebe. The 33, Callie Hancock. Jeremiah Dwayne, Ash Britt, Logan York, Tim Zimmer right now. The top 6 drivers. The 90 of Eric Monaco trying to get into the top 6. Here's that 49 of Alvin Britt as well, trying to make his way into the top 6. I think that first race we had a couple cautions early, so everyone's tires were pretty fresh the entire race. This race has been green flag almost the entire run. I think everyone's tires are starting to wear out because we've got a 6-car, not really breakaway, but single file for the now first 7 cars. 19 of Ash Britt, maybe making a move for 3rd, maybe not. Tim Zimmer, that 23 car, still in 6th place. Final transfer spot for him. That 49, I don't think he is going to be happy running in 7th. Alvin Britt maybe going to make a move. Here comes the 40 of Tim Hoffman now on the bottom, trying to take 7th place away. Up front, the 11, Laura Lee Wiebe, still the race leader. She has a good gap between her and 2nd. She is going to take the white flag. 1 more lap to go here at Lowe's for the 2nd qualifying race. Battle for 2nd here. Look at Logan York. I thought he was going to make it 3 wide on the bottom. That's 33, Callie Hancock. I think she has fallen out of the top 6. She is right there with these drivers. Oh, I thought there was going to be some contact, but there's not. So the 11, Laura Lee Wiebe, is going to win the race. And I don't know who is the final transfer driver. It is the 49. The 49 of Alvin Britt just barely qualifies his way in. The 7th place driver, the number 33, Callie Hancock, she does not qualify into the main race. Let's go back and actually look at the top, or look at the 6th place battle at the line. That is the gap between 6th and 7th place. Callie Hancock was on the outside line, and she did not make the race. Unfortunate for her. She had a pretty strong car. So Laura Lee Wiebe, the winner of the 2nd qualifying race. The 1st qualifying race was Aisha Pitts. So 2 of the female drivers have won the 2 qualifying races so far. Very impressive. Alvin Britt, 2nd place. Or no, that's sorry, the 19 is Ash Britt is 2nd place. 3rd, Logan York. 4th, Tim Zimmer. 5th, Jeremiah Dwayne. And 6th is Alvin Britt. Those 2 are going to be a little confusing. I might have to change that just a little bit. So, unfortunate for Callie Hancock, Evelyn Jacks, Tim Hoffman, Eric Monaco, Skylar Rocha, Henderson Johnson, Austin Spencer, Alex Sufert, Sarah Rocha, and Lindsay Hancock. They will not make the main race. They're going to have to go to the qualifying last chance race. Unfortunate for all of those drivers. We have seen quite an impressive event already. So, check back next week. We will have the last 2 qualifying races. The next qualifying race, 16 drivers. The last one has 15. Seen a lot of great action so far. But until then, we will see you guys next week. Feel free to watch any of the All-Star Offline Racing Series videos. Some of those have been posted, and you can kind of go back and see what the league is like, what the racing is like. If you are thinking about joining, that would be pretty cool. But until then, we will see you guys next week for the 3rd and 4th qualifying races for the Halloween event. Have a great night.